That's a really funny looking skull with the little cross eyes there. Hello, all of you fine folks. Thanks for hanging out with me here at Cardivox Academy today. I've got an eyelash causing me some problems here. Mark here, and today we are going to be going over Andrew W.K's newest song, Babylon. Now, I think this released a couple of weeks ago. Let me check. February 17th, so a little longer ago than I had anticipated. But cool thing about Andrew W.K is that he, back when Melissa Cross was really coming to the forefront of people's knowledge, she's been helping people out for a long time. But when she, was releasing these Zen of Screaming DVDs, Andrew W.K was one of her, prime students that she helped out. So this will be very exciting to see. Now, if you're new to the channel, what we do here is we take the reaction format, we break it down, we have some fun, we try to make it educational rather than just pure reaction. So hopefully we bring some value to you in that sense. And if you enjoy the content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It helps out a lot. We do have a Patreon. Feel free to check it out. And I'm tired of all the preambles that I always do. Be honest, I'm just a little tired of repeating myself. So let's go ahead and let's just get into it. How about that? He played drums. I didn't know. That was pretty cool. Okay, so as many of you know, if you've watched this channel before, I'm primarily a death metal and deathcore guy. That's what I do in my the bands that I'm involved in. That's mostly what I teach. But every once in a while, I do get a student through the classroom who's mostly focused on clean singing and getting sort of some of these like rocky sounds here. So a couple things we can take away. One, he's adding a lot of really natural sounding distortion with a little bit of breathiness and a little bit of fry sound. He opens up with this annihilate, right? He's getting some of that going on there. I also like the way he's slowly projecting and giving a little bit more weight, a little bit more power. He gave to that word dust. Bring me to dust, turn me to dust, probably turn me to dust. Hey, turn me to dust, turn me to dust. That was kind of cool. Let's hear that one more time. We'll keep going. All right, cool. Sounds like the chorus is mostly over. So that was sick. Okay. So he's very, very comfortable in his chest voice, right? In his, kind of the bigger, weightier section that he's singing in. So a couple of things that are really, really cool. He's adding this grit through a little bit of a natural squeeze around his glottis. Now, when I say most of the time when you hear the word glottis, it's going to be related to the area around the vocal folds, right? Subglottal or subglottis means under. Glottal squeeze or glottal compression means, generally speaking, depending on who you're talking to, will mean like a little bit of that grit and that rasp that we get when we add a little bit of squeeze to the voice. Now, the thing about this is it's not something that you should really do right out of the gate, right? Because you can, anytime you have distorted your like intentional distortion on your voice, you can make the right sound, but make it the wrong way. And one way that we know he's making it the right way here is that he's got a very healthy, very controlled vibrato. It's kind of like a theatrical, almost power metal vibrato. So a little bit exaggerated, not exaggerated in an unintentional way, that strong, powerful way. Let's go back and listen to it. I also love the way he sort of crescendos into, I don't remember the lyrics, but I love the way he crescendos in. Let's listen to that chorus one more time. I mean, I'm sure it's going to happen again, but let's listen to it one more time here. You hear a little bit of that controlled vibrato there with the compression, the glottal compression. See, he's got it under control. The sanctified whore, the goddess of war, creation unfurled, gave birth to the world, the lover of chaos and strife, the crystallized tomb, the infinite world, the blood of the veins, the cup and the rains, spilling the elixir of life, Babylon. He's also adding a lot of character to his voice by kind of overemphasizing. That's a really funny looking skull with the little cross eyes there. He's adding a lot of variation to his voice with his mouth, like with his mouth. He kind of has this, hey, the crystallized tome, right? He has this ohm. And then again, I don't know the lyrics, but he kind of will then exaggerate and open up the crystallized tome, the goddess. Whoa, yeah, right. So he's getting a lot of variation from and moving things around very fluidly, right? It's almost like he's well, I don't want to overanalyze it, but I like the way that he is changing his voice rather than staying in one placement by adding nuance through mouth shapes, brightening up the timbre by pulling the face out of the way, and then kind of tightening everything up by making his voice kind of smaller. Right? Let's keep going. Persephone, to Earth's divine. Bring peace to me, bring ecstasy, sing unto thee, woman enshrined. Oh Babylon, oh Babylon, oh Babylon, feed me your wine, destroyer of form. All right, we're gonna stop it real quick. One thing I really enjoy about his voice is he's got a very nice rounded tone all the way through, right? When he's singing quietly, Persephone, Persephone, right? He's got a very full, very chesty tone. One way that we can practice that, and then he has it up here too, when he's like definitely like belting out, he's got that as well. One way that we can practice this, now this is not my exercise. I did not make this up. This is not a Mark original. This is something I learned and I've heard a lot of other vocal coaches use as well, is this sound of mum, right? So mum is a really great sound because if we put our lips together and then drop our jaw like we've got a mouthful of water, and then we make it sound like we just tasted something delicious. You can can feel your nose, your lips, your teeth, your hard palate, your tongue. You can feel this like buzzing energy right here, kind of in the mask, right? And then if we open up, so we're going mum, 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 mum. We can maintain some of that placement, some of that vibration, the resonance in the front. Mum, 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 mom, hey, right? And that can give us a nice full tone, because a lot of times when we think of chest voice, we think we need to resonate in down here. Hey, the crystallized tone, right? And even though we call it chest voice because we feel resonance in our chest, oftentimes we're going to get better results by letting the sound sort of fill up in our mouth. Hey, hey, versus hey, hey. You hear the difference? That's one thing that he's doing very, very well. He's very in touch with his chest voice. And then, right, if you want to take it and start leaning towards this stuff, you can take your mum, 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 hey, turn it into a hey and start like sort of gently calling across the parking lot to somebody. Hey, 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 right? Then once you're comfortable there, you can add a little bit of this, this is very gentle. Hey, 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 hey. And you can start to get a little bit of that grit, hey, into your singing and into your belting without a lot of strain. Allow this to take a couple weeks, a month, right? Allow it to take the time it needs. Anyways, I'm going to back up a little bit and we're just going to enjoy this chorus together. Yo, that was sick. So that was a beautiful, beautiful, like Ronnie James Dio comes to mind. That was an amazing, powerful, pitched fry scream, right? It did, like, he wasn't chilling in his super breathy falsetto where a lot of people want to go. He had great vocal fold closure, carried all the way up through there, all the way past that vocal break, and he had this awesome fry sound. Now, I'm not going to attempt that because that is far outside of my specialty, that like crazy air raid scream. But one thing that we can do, I actually was talking with just yesterday, I was talking with Julia Nylon, I'm not sure how to say it. She has a really cool channel. She's more of a contemporary singer, whereas I'm more of a deathcore guy. You should check out her channel if you have not. But she and I were talking the other day about kind of extending that high range. And one thing she worded very well is that like your vocal folds are only going to stretch so far until they can't stretch anymore. And the lengthening of the vocal folds is how we increase in pitch, which you can't really like feel per se. And she was talking to me and she was obviously saying it very well about how we can use resonance and acoustics to kind of carry ourselves a little bit higher. And that's what's happening here. That's how he's maintaining that good vocal fold posture high up with a little bit of that fry, or a lot actually of that fry tone on there, and just belting it out. I think it was somewhere around C, D, F in the fifth octave, probably. Let's just hear it one more time. And there it is. Yo, that was sick. This video was fun because the longer you watch it, the weirder it gets. It's like, yeah, he's jamming out. Now he's playing with Legos. Yeah, he's jamming out. Now he's watering a plant with salt. Yeah, he's jamming out. Yeah, now like he's wearing shoes on his, I don't know. Funky video, but I really liked it. So that was a lot of fun. Let's talk about our takeaways. Well, actually, let's finish it out because it looks like there's a little bit more. Plus that outro is amazing. Consciousness hasn't opened reality. Zone out now. Ooh. I loved that weird sound at the end. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and let's wrap it up here. So again, if you're going for these very strong, resonant, gritty belting sounds, there are a couple things you want to start off with. Number one, get a good handle on the basics. Breath support, resonance, and phonation, right? Understand how those works and how those feel in your body. Don't try to match the person that you look up to. Just get comfortable with how things feel in your body first. Then from there, get a little bit more strength over or a little bit more control over your chest voice, getting a good forward mouthy resonance in your mask. Hey, ha, mum, mum, mum. Turn that into like a hey, 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 right? Very comfortable, very easy. I'm not squeezing this out. And then of course, once you have all of that down, you can get a little bit of a squeeze around the glottis. This is gentle. This is, chances are, if you're doing this at home, you're doing more than you need. Chances are. But this like, hey, hey, the goddess of war, right? And when you put these things together in a controlled manner, yeah, you get a really nice tone that sounds like it's a lot of work, but it's a lot more comfortable than you would realize. Anyway, Andrew W.K, you did a great job on Babylon. I loved it. Different from the normal music that I usually listen to, but this was a really fun way to kind of get out of my normal genre and experience something new. So if you enjoyed the content, everyone, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It does help a lot. We also have a Patreon if you want to support the channel. If you want to see more videos, if you want to hang out with us on our Discord, definitely do so. Check it out. And as always, many thanks, much love. I'm out.